Hello and welcome back to our channel. Today I'm building my son's birthday present, which is a bike. I will keep the camera running and I will talk over when I think there's anything of interest. There we go. So that's what it's like inside. The good old box of screws and bits. In here we have got the pedals, the stabilizers and reflectors, and some tools. What I'm trying to find is the instructions. So, here we have the saddle. And here we have the instructions. This is a Pedal Pals from Argos, which is the present that Jackson and Grandad got him. So we're because for those who don't know, our oldest son Jack will be 7 this coming Sunday. It should still be this coming Sunday when this video gets posted. So, quite the basic instructions here for putting it together. It's been quite a few years since I put a push bike together. That all seems fairly self-explanatory. That out of the way, and I will be right back. Right. This is me back again, and here we have got some mats that we got from Aldi that are designed for doing yoga on or exercises and stuff. But they're very useful for things like this because I don't want to scratch the bike. I will do. Because you'll probably be able to tell by me that this floor is rather dusty. One of these days, I'll get time to get this room, well, behind sorted. I had it sorted last year. Then we had lockdown and building work done. So I have no chance. Right, I mean, right next to you. Right next to you is my Renault Twizy that I'm still working on. Which hopefully at some point I'll get around to doing some more videos on. Right. Using footprints. And the bike itself. So let's see, got the chain stuff. What we got? A blue thing. That's come off. Let's get my knife again. So as you can tell, I'm in the barn, so the sound isn't quite what I like. Neither's the lighting, I'm afraid. It's one of those days where we keep having showers that you think would be April, but no, it's May. Right. What a waste of silly little bits of plastic. I mean, I know it can be recycled, but still, why? And here, look, another bit of plastic. What's the point? So this box down here, I'm just going to put all the stuff that's going to be recycled in it. Right. So there's a rather snazzy chain guard. There we go. So here's the brakes. Let's make this displacing. Pointing the wrong way round. Okay. So this, is the only bit of plastic I agree with. So this is the bit that goes in here, and if this bit gets dirty or damaged, you can have a hard time steering the bike. So that's how it's in there. Front brakes, rear brakes. You can probably hear the wind blowing on the roof of the barn because it's been a metal roof. And if it starts to rain again, you'll definitely hear the rain. Not entirely sure where that's from. So, loads of cardboard. Again, not entirely sure why all this is necessary. I'm not even sure how do you put the elastic bands on here? How do you put elastic bands on here? You can't. Well, they deliberately make these things, so you have to break them to come off. Right. Okay. So here is the saddle. There. Here's the front wheels, which I won't put on yet. We'll find some more cardboard. Pedals. think I'll be using some lubrication. Feels a bit stiff. They've also got, I can see the ball bearing run. I don't know if you guys can see that, because I can't see what the camera can see very well. So, sorry about going off shot. Everyone's favourite WD-40. So, I thought here is that it should help protect it a bit. These pedal ball bearings runs are still going to get full of dirt and dust and that's what. But I'm hoping that that little squirt of WD-40 will have helped protect it a bit. Normally, I would have expected them to pack it with grease, but there's still very little in there. Also, the thing to remember with pedals is that they go the opposite way to what you think they're going to go. Due to they're not coming off, you don't want your pedals coming off when you're pedaling. Yeah, that's this band I can reuse. So I'd rather reuse the packaging where I can. See, like this little bag, I can reuse this for something useful. No idea what yet, but I'm coming. Also, notice the pedals have a right and a left written on them. To make sure you put them on the right side. There we go. WD-40's done its job there. Right, so I'm not going to adjust the saddle yet. So we're going to leave this loosey-goosey. So, before anyone says you haven't done your saddle up, I've done that on purpose. Because you need to have this set to the right height for your child. And off the top of my head, I do not remember what size is. Turn this up. This is pushing the... There's a... I should show you that. Let's undo that and I can show you what it's doing. Right. So here we've got this bit and this bit, you see, and when you tighten it, it pulls them apart to make up more space. And this bit here, it locks in to turn your wheels. You see, so made it wider. Push it all the way down, get it lined up, and then you tighten it up. Again, keep making sure that it's adjusted properly. You don't want to go stupidly tight, but you don't want it to be too loose either. There you go. Front brake working. Rear brake seems still wants it. Right, the rear brakes on this, I'm just going to pinch up a bit so I can find the right. Okay, because it's a little bit in knots, I think. Yeah, there we go. Alright, there's a little nut here that you can adjust. But it was slightly pointing that way. It probably got knocked in transport. So now we flip it all the way over. Oh, there we go. They're nice and bright. Bubble wrap. Yeah, so this is Jack's first ever bike. So I believe these bits are the stabilizers. So when you take these, when you loosen these screw bolts off, you'll see there's two washers. You want one to go on the inside, one to go on the outside. And on the outside, I've got a little like lock on it, which will go into one of these holes. The purpose of that is to help make sure your wheel doesn't come off. Okay, we pass the brakes, a bit of a thing. There we go. Right, so you've got a washer on the inside. Then you put on this. So part of this washer is to make sure it doesn't come loose. The other part is to make sure that the wheel can't come off, because you see it's locked in these holes, which means that the wheel, even if it comes loose, you know, even if these two nuts come loose, it can't come off. You know, so I'm only doing, just do these up finger tight. These are nowhere near as tight as they should be. So moving around that way, but these little things here lock in. Right, so I'm just going to apply the good old WD-40. As you can see, this is rolling nice and happily. At least I hope you can see it's rolling nice and happily. Right, so now I'm going to do it up. Again, we like all the other nuts. Right, I'm back. Sorry about that. Battery in the camera died. So I got up to doing the wheel. So I'm just making sure it's tight, but not ridiculously tight. And as you can see, that wheel is spinning happily. Back wheel is also spinning quite happily. So now I'm going to check the brakes. Front brake is fine. Back brake is fine. Now, if you're doing an ordinary bike build, that would be fine. You know, that would be all you need to do. That all you do is you tighten this up, the bolt down here for the saddle, when you've got your child to size. Oh, no, that's not a light. Front reflector. Which would normally go here. But for reasons best left to the people who built the bike, the front reflector goes on the handlebars. So I'll do that last. But because my son has never ridden a bike before, he's going to need the stabilisers. Now, this bit I've done before, but I have never fitted stabilisers before. So I am just checking. Yeah, right. Okay, so what we have to do is we have to undo this outer bolt. So, and then we've got these brackets, which lock on. Like that. I see. As you can see, you can alter the height there. Flat now. Think of that gets it there, but if you had it, if I altered it to a bit bigger, like if it was there, so that alters the amount of wobble sort of thing you get. I'm going to put it at the lowest, but I can always alter it later. Yeah, so I'm just going to tighten this up now. Like I said, you can move this up and down and you can alter the height whenever you need to. So again, we've got this little bracket that locks into the frame. It'll only go in one way. And that goes in like that. I'll get the washer. There's the bolt. Now, like I said, I'm doing this on the lowest at the moment, so you've got lowest, highest. It means it will have the most wobble. I think it's the best way to describe this, and I'm tightening it up again, not too tight, but not too loose. And voila. So what I mean by wobble, as you can see, again, just repeat the saddle. I'm not going to tighten up until I've got my son, so I can make sure it's the right height for him. That off. Now, so if I put them higher, you wouldn't get this wobble, but it'll help my son realise where the balance point is. So now, the last bit to do is this reflector, which for like the reasons best left to because normally you'd expect it to sort of be here. But no, they want it here. So with the back one sort of where you'd normally expect it to look, I can only assume there's some height regulation or something. Because, you know, that is about the normal height, but normally you'd have it. Not that it matters that much for myself. Because the chances of him ever going on the road with this bike is slim to none. It's good to where they would give you the tools you need. But better safe than sorry. I'm just going to check in the manual which way round it needs to go. Right. So the manual is telling me that it needs to go on this way. Like this. So I will do what the manual says. I said it possibly was a bit of a strange way of doing it to me, but I'm just going to turn it round now so I can see what I'm doing. Because it's I'm not very keen on this screwdriver either. So now I've just got wrapping to take off, which would be easier if I knew where the start was. There we go. out. There we go, one bike done. And I will do some pretty B-roll in a moment. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed seeing how I've built this bike for my son. I'm not a bike building expert, so always read the manual before you do it. But it's not the hardest thing, as you've seen. And it's taken me, what, about 40 minutes, and that's with filming as well. So I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I hope you like, share and subscribe, and we'll see you again soon. The next video will probably be Jack's birthday video. Or not, depending on how things go. Okay. See you all later. Bye.